Once again, welcome back to my channel, Advanced Technology by Rana. And this is Jahazib Amin with you. We are in process of deployment for Cisco Unified Call Manager version 15 release 2, which is SU2. And today we are going to start our episode number 5, which is the installation of publisher and subscriber on the VE6000. In the episode number 1, I have discussed about the overall implementation, the connectivity and the architect, that what I'm going to do. In the episode number 2, I have discussed about the task sheet which I have prepared, and this task sheet is purely based on Cisco recommendation and with the minimum and the maximum requirement of the Cisco Call Manager. So anyone who want to do with the deployment with the least or with the most common feature, this task sheet is, believe me, is amazing for him. He can get the benefit from this one. In the episode number 3, we have configured the switch where we are going to connect our BE6000 and we will do the installation. And in the episode number 4, we configure the CIMC, which is Cisco Integrated Management Console, and the host hypervisor, which is VMware connectivity with the core switch. So guys, my each episode is based on the real-time implementation. This is not a demo. Once again, I'm telling you. So if anyone of you from my viewers who is watching my this episode or my previous episode, if he is in the planning, if he is in the process, or if he is thinking to do the migration implementation for Cisco Call Manager, believe me, my series is like a blessing for him, and he will get the maximum benefit because I'm doing real-time implementation. And even I'm not aware what problems I will face during the installation or during the configuration. So whatever I'm doing, it is a real-time implementation, and it is a very good series for the newcomer, for the people who are in the system integrator, who are in the solution provider, who are in the process of learning, who are in the process of implementation, migration, so they can get the maximum benefit from my experience. So today we are going to start our episode number 5, which is the configuration, which is the installation of publisher and subscriber. And I will show you that when you are going to start the installation of publisher on the BE6000 as a VM on the hypervisor, what you have to do, what things you need to be careful, what alerts you should be careful, and what problem you will face. So let's start our lab for today, our implementation for today. And before going to start the installation of publisher, I will configure some more things on the Cisco switch. Without this configuration, the installation will not be proceed. Your installation will be suspended in the middle of the installation. So for saving your time, please keep in touch with me, and please don't forget to subscribe and like this video, and watch this video from the first second till the last moment, so you will not miss anything, and remaining thing we will discuss during our installation process. So guys, before going to start the installation of publisher, when you install the Cisco Call Manager, there are some prerequisite and some post requirement for the installation, and one of that is NTP. If you don't configure the NTP on your network or on your setup, the installation of the publisher will not continue, because it asks for NTP during the half process of the configuration. So to avoid this issue, we need to configure the NTP. So there are two options for you for the NTP. Either you have an NTP server in your environment, which is based on Windows or some other setup, or you will configure NTP on somewhere in your network. It can be your firewall, it can be your router, it can be your core switch, it can be your access switch. So to avoid any issue or suspension of the installation, it's better always to configure your access or core switch for time being as NTP. So later on, once you done your configuration, your publisher and subscriber installation done, you can change the NTP setting from the CLI, and you can continue that one. So same thing I will do now. I will configure my core switch as NTP, and the command for the NTP I will just share with you guys here. Show clock. So this is the clock with my core switch motherboard, which is showing not correct. Of course, when this mother was built and they put some time, so this is the default time. So what I will do now, I will first fix the time on my core switch. Once the time is fixed, I will configure it as a NTP server. Okay, so the command is, I will go in the config mode. I will just make clock time zone. The time zone I will make it GMT. Okay, and how much different from the UTC, which is universal? It is, I believe, 3 hours. Okay, like this one. After that, I will come in the mode of configuration. Not sorry, enable mode. I'll come in the enable mode and I will make it clock set hours. Now I will set the time. So I will check my time. What's time over here? It is time right now. Hour is 10. The minutes are 38 seconds. I can either wait till it finish, or I can just put it like 40 seconds. Okay. After that, the day of the month. What is the date? Today is 27. Then month is December. So I will mention this way, December, and then I will put year, which is 2024. Okay. Now my time is set. So I'll make it show clock. You see the time is set now. So the time is set now on my device itself. Now I will make it as an NTP server. There is a very simple one command, which is NTP master. Okay, but before I will see that is it configured or not. So I'll make it show NTP as a status. Let me check with the status. Okay, NTP is not enabled. So what I will do now, I will go in the configuration NTP master, and then I will make the STATROM number, which is 10. Simple. I have done my switch with the NTP server. So now I'll make it show NTP associate. So now you can see, I can see the clock, which is my local, and I'll make it show NTP status. So this is clock is synchronized. So what's the meaning? That my switch become as NTP server. Okay, I'll make it copy running step. So this is the prerequisite, which is very important before going the installation of publisher. Once again, I will check my interfaces. This is the IP for my VLAN. 160 is my VLAN for the voice. 240 is my management. So my both IPs become as the NTP clock for the publisher, and I can see my status protocol is up. So now in the next phase, we are going to start the installation of publisher, and this will take around 45 to 1 hours. I will be stay online with you guys during the installation, and where it is important things to inform you, to tell you, I will tell you. Remaining things I will do as in the fast mode to save the time. Otherwise this video will maybe go for 2 or 3 hours. So guys, let's start our installation for the publisher, and we will continue things parallel during this installation. So stay tuned, and we are now going to start the installation of publisher.